Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Friday Tech Roundup, where we give you a rundown of the latest news. We'd just like to start off by saying to anyone affected by the events in Ukraine, our hearts go out to you. We hope that you and your loved ones are safe, and we're praying for a fast and peaceful end to this unnecessary war. So the first piece of news this week. AWS can now calculate their environmental impact of AWS workloads using the new carbon footprint tool. Features of this tool include providing customers with their historical carbon emissions data, evaluating emission trends, and estimating their carbon emissions that they've avoided using AWS. So next up, agtech startup Source.ag has announced that it's harvested a $10 million investment to make greenhouses smarter, as well as using AI and data to help the greenhouses operate at higher levels of efficiency and repeatability of high yield harvests. This process is reportedly safer, more reliable, and more climate resistant. Number 3, Telefonica's tech division is to become an AWS Premier Consulting Partner. The company plans to launch several services such as edge computing and cloud-native private 5G networks that run on AWS outposts. Number 4, Toyota was forced to close 14 factories after a cyber attack. Bulletproof and Defense.com have said that this was a textbook case of supply chain attack, and also highlighted the need for organisations to not only focus on their own assets, but to also actively monitor for threats at every touchpoint that they have with other organisations. And finally, number 5, scientists in Saudi Arabia have created a solar-driven system that successfully grows spinach using water drawn from the air while producing electricity. The proof of concept design offers a sustainable, low-cost strategy to improve food and water security for people living in dry climate regions. Before you head off, we've got a brand new episode of the Tech³ Podcast out, where Flavilla Fongang joins us to talk about the barriers that Black women in tech face every day, and also the motives of writing the TLA Black Women in Tech book, The Voices in the Shadow. Flavilla will also be joining us for our panel discussion next Tuesday, the 8th of March at 12 noon, discussing making change happen in the 21st century business landscape. We'll be diving into topics like how we can begin to close the 7% gap in leadership roles and the importance of allyships in achieving change. Make sure to check out the link below to join us on Tuesday. So thank you for joining me on this week's episode of the Friday Tech Roundup. I'll see you next week with even more tech news.